Hey, it's Magnus here, and today we are making a spinner with this titanium blank here. Right, so done a little bit of grinding there, just on one of the corners. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 corners, 3 on each side, or 6 edges should I say, not corners. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like just now. Let's get some better light here. So that's a fairly aggressive bevel, so I'm going to do that on the other 2 corners on this side, and then do that on this side as well. Right, so that is all 6 edges done now. It's looking pretty good, even if I say so myself. What I need to do now is go around the outside here and the flats, because you can see, you should be able to see, it's very liney. I don't like lines. Like, I don't like sanding lines, I don't like machining lines. I like, very finished and smooth products. Even if it's just a very rough prototype like this, I still want to kind of make it, as best I can with the tools I've got, like this little sander. What I'm going to do is actually change to a smoother belt, because that's a little bit rough, that one, for doing the flats. So we'll do that and keep grinding. Right, so this is turning out horribly well. Like, I did what I called a ninja spinner, which is very similar to this, a few days ago maybe? I think I've got it here. Oh yeah, I do. So it's very similar. So if you look at it, I keep going over here because the light's better. So this is the one I did the other day. You can see the beveling. There's only a little bit of beveling, and there's a big gap in the middle, surrounding the core. Whereas this one here, the beveling is a lot more aggressive, and the core is completely surrounded. Because this one has turned out so well, with my badass sanding skills, which are getting better and better. I hadn't really done any sanding before the last couple of weeks of making these spinners, but I'm using that machine because I don't have a milling machine yet. That will be coming soon though. But the sanding's turning out really well. Like, if you look, you see it's fairly consistent, not perfect by any means, but fairly consistent for doing it by hand. So what I'm going to do is, because that other spinner worked so damn well, I'm going to put it in the tumbler, which is this machine here. I will do that for an hour or 2, and and that will round the edges, give it a nice smooth feel, because this is it's a little bit sharp just now. I mean, I know I could just sand the corners off, sort of the pointy bits, but the tumbling is just so much better. So we'll do that. If you've watched my videos before, you'll know how I do this. We have a couple of barrels here, and what I do is I put this in here like that. I put the lid on like that, seal the lid shut like so, and then that barrel then goes into here. So I'm going to do that, go home for a couple of hours, come back in and fit the core into the middle of it. Right, that is the tumbling over. Now before I get into that, I want to talk very briefly about free stuff. The only reason for bringing it up is that I noticed in the comments people asking for free stuff, like a free spinner. Like they're literally asking, can you send me a free spinner? Like, you know, without a reason sometimes, or saying it's my birthday, or, you know, some other excuse like, I've got ADHD or whatever it is, doesn't matter. Now, that's not what this channel is about, that's not what I do. Like, this channel and sort of my approach to life and products and things like that is something I think I should now share with you in these videos. Like, I think starting now, I'll do a little bit each day, or, you know, every so often in videos, sort of in the next sort of few days and few weeks, sort of on my approach. Like, I mean, like, not only, you know, do I not believe in, you know, just like giving out free stuff, just, you know, like, I mean, you can help people out, but not just give them free stuff. Not only that, but I don't even believe in buying like a cheap version of something. Like, I don't think a $20 plastic spinner is, if you're gonna have a spinner, have the best spinner. I don't show you how to make your own spinner. You know, like, there's loads of other channels for that. Like, I'm showing you how I make a spinner, how I make what I believe is the best spinner. Certainly that's what I'm aiming and attempting to do. Sort of in the next few weeks, it's going slowly, I'm prototyping, but I'm doing loads of prototypes, loads of testing. And, you know, and ultimately we'll produce, and we'll be able to produce, you know, enough numbers of this sort of ultimate titanium spinner, or, you know, titanium spinners that you can buy. And that's what this channel is about. And these are what my videos are about, and it's what I'm about. It's about getting the best. When you're buying something, buy the best. You know, when you're doing something, do it the best you can. I'll leave it at that. It's just something that sort of I'm starting to think I should share with you, and sort of let you know what I'm about and that kind of thing. Now let's continue making the spinner. Right, so after a whole bunch of grinding, the core it's not fully in, because like I hammered it in, or like banged it in with a bit of plastic, and it's like almost in, but you know, there's like half a mil to go, and I can't get it back out to sort of regrind it. So I'm just gonna do it at that. It's only a little bit though, it'll be fine. So that is it there. Now I'm gonna be honest, that is possibly the best looking spinner I've done yet. There's something about this one that I like a lot more than this one. I mean, I like them both, but I don't know, this one's just more solid. I mean, the gaps in there are okay, but I like the solidness of this new one here. Now I get a lot of questions saying, you know, hey, why can't you, what's the spin time and stuff like that? I don't do spin times for two reasons. Number one, this is not my core, this is some other manufacturer's, NTO Designs. It's a great little brass core. I use it for my, you know, for my own prototyping testing because I've not made my own titanium ones yet, and so it's quite handy for that. So I'm not gonna, you know, like do a spin time on someone else's thing because it's not my product. I'm not like a reviewing type person. Like, I wouldn't make a very good reviewer. I'd be way too harsh on the products because I've got like such a high sort of threshold for you know, design and functionality and stuff like that. Anyway, the other reason is that this is just a rough prototype that I've hand ground out. It's not precision CNC machined like the final production versions will be. You know, so when I spin it, like, I don't know if you can see it, but you know, there's a hell of a wobble on there. But you know, let's tell you what, let's just take a look at it, a close look before giving it some sort of spinning action. What's funny with this spinner is that when it's spinning, there's not much of a pattern that you see. Like some of the spinners I've got, you know, they create a bit of a pattern. You can see the outside, and you know, you can see like it creates a 3D shape when it's actually spinning. But this one, no, it just sort of just kind of disappears. There's a bit of sort of flurry. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to try and pop this thing out and, you know, get it centered, and then just play with it and just, you know, just play around with it for the next day or two and see how it goes. And that's pretty much the video for today. I will leave you with a quote. It is by John Lasseter, and he said, "Quality is the best business plan."